conversation, never on the blocks.
Meet me by the bar.
Bars open.
Bars open.
Bars open.
Meet me by the bar.
Straight up, no chasing.
Welcome to Open Bar Podcast, where the conversation never on the rocks, but it's straight up no chase. I'm your boy C4.
And I am your girl, the international champagne. X about me. X about me.
Yo, we back with another episode. Today we got a wonderful guest, entrepreneur for sure. I mean, Virgo. I can't say too much about her, but let me let her introduce herself.
Hey, I'm Christy McDaniel. I am the founder of The Power Legacy, where I help individuals start their own nonprofits, for-profits, grant writing, strategic planning, all things nonprofit. And then I have a nonprofit actually called Children Striving Together, where I help people, young people ages 5 to 18 through mentorship, tutoring, enrichment activities, you name it. From the city of Compton.
Big city shit. That's
And
the
I'm
part
a
they
Virgo.
didn't tell me.
And I'm a Virgo.
And she had a
Yeah.
thing there for sure.
Yeah.
You're snapping.
Thank you,
snapping.
thank
Not
you.
clock it, snapping.
Yes. Okay. I like that.
No, clock into it. That's what I like to tell. Clock in.
Yeah, that's dope.
Okay.
So, what made you want to get into like entrepreneurship? We're gonna jump right.
Yeah, let's
into
jump right into it. Get
Yeah.
into it. Being laid off a job.
Ooh.
Yes.
That'll do it.
I was laid off a job, and I was like, this will never happen to me again.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what made me kind of get into the entrepreneurship world. But before that, I was actually just doing my nonprofit.
Mm-hmm.
So I was working, and then I had my nonprofit. I started that in 2013. So it's been almost 13 years. And when I got laid off, I started like helping people do their own nonprofits, and I actually liked it. I don't know, something about helping people. It's like a
Virgo.
thing. It's a Virgo thing for
Virgo.
sure. So yeah, so that's what made me started. And like I said, I just told myself I would never be laid off again. So I'm gonna create what I like, what I love, what I like to wake up doing every morning. So here we are, entrepreneurship.
That's how it started.
What
Yes.
job did you get laid off from?
She get in your business.
I got laid off at St. Joseph in Irvine.
Oh, that's
I was
cool.
there for 5 years. And
What were
then,
you doing? You was in the medical industry?
Yeah, so it was more so like project management type thing. And but still medical. I did like bill onlys and stuff like that for the hospitals. And then I left, went to UCLA because it was a better paying job there. I was a senior analyst there, but I hated it. Like I was getting paid more, but I hated it. So I went back 2 days shy of 1 year, and that's why I got laid off, because they merged with Providence, and
Oh.
bye-bye, Chris.
So you didn't get fired because of you?
I didn't
you
get
got
fired at all.
You got
No,
laid
she
off.
always said laid
There
off.
is a
Laid off.
difference.
Okay,
She
my
always said
bad.
laid off. So I just want to know what industry influenced you to be
Healthcare.
like, yeah, you know what?
The healthcare industry. I mean, if you a nurse, doctor, you know, you pretty much safe when it comes to those jobs. But anything that you doing on the computer, or you know, anybody can be laid off. It don't matter. Anybody can get laid off. They lose money, you can get laid off. So hey,
I want to know what the percentage is of
People that be laid
medical industry to full-time entrepreneur. I want to know what the percentage is. 'Cause
from people that's laid off.
no, if
or
people who
period.
just go from like
Oh.
being in the medical field to
And
being
then-
like, you know, to not going back. Because that's my same thing. I started
Oh.
off in the medical field.
Yeah.
But I just realized that it's like, this is too fucking...
But what were you doing?
I'm pharmacy tech and medical billing.
Oh, you was doing some
I'm a CNA, but I never worked one day because through by the end of school, what's that part of school you do where you go up there? My brain, it's like
Your
at a zero.
clinicals?
Yeah, that's when I knew I didn't like old people.
Oh my
It
god.
was like, I'll fuck around and pinch this bitch.
Oh
like,
my
fuck around and
god.
roll, kick this bitch right off the bed. Like, bitch, you out of here.
People.
I can't fuck with old people. And then when I did pharmacy tech, so I started with CNA, couldn't do it. Medical assistant, couldn't do it. Then I went back years later and did medical billing. I was like, I wanted to be in the office. So I liked that. But the problem was I was young and popping. They don't like that in the office.
don't
They're
like
like,
that.
bitch, first of all, you keep coming here smelling like Bath & Body Works and a blunt.
Oh my god.
It don't matter how much I air out. The lady would be like, the smell of smoke just makes me cough. And I used to be like, but what smoke do you smell? She'd be like, I don't know. I just feel like it's in here.
You
She used to
know.
get on my nerves every day. I used to want her to be like,
trying to tell on you.
bitch, you smell like weed.
She was
So
trying
that
to
I could be like, bitch, this California. Like,
trying to
I
tell on you.
can.
Yeah, she was trying to tell on you.
But she was trying to snitch on me, exactly. Then they used to just complain about anything I did. Like, I would I would do like little doodles on my papers so that I could keep track of them because I used to use the scanning screen. So I used to just be sitting there, you know, moving papers, turning them all day. So I used to do little doodles so when I come back from lunch, it's like, okay, instead of looking for the page number because all the page numbers are fucked up because y'all don't know how to scan shit, I'll do this. And the bitch gonna tell me, that's like you know, it's like a violation of like their branding. Like they don't know what I'm branding on the page. Bitch, not you trying to say I'm putting some type of logo like like a secret code or something. Like I said this bitch think we in a sci-fi movie.
That's funny.
She think we in a sci-fi movie. She think I'm going home, going through a back door on the internet and pulling up the docket. Bitch, I'm working in charity. I work in a charity department where all we do is move your document from unpaid to paid because we pay everything. Tip to the word to the wise, you get a hospital bill, wait a year, and submit it to their charity account, baby. All we do is pay them motherfuckers. We don't ask no questions. Paid.
Now you know.
Some information.
Yeah.
What made you quit or what happened with that?
Me? The last thing I did was pharmacy tech. And when I was doing pharmacy tech, I was working at a regular job as a bartender. And I literally was like, these are the same job. These are the same fucking job. I'm at a counter. You're walking up begging. I'm walking away producing. I'm coming back.
That's hilarious.
If I don't come back fast enough, you're pressed. If you know, like if I don't got you on, like it was the same thing, and it was not the same money. It was like, baby, for bartending, I'm going home happy. For pharmacy tech, I'm going home irritated and not that much money. Like it's not that much money, so I decided to chase the lather.
I heard that.
Why?
But I know a lot of nurses who start a business and leave nursing. And it's crazy because, you know, people promote that like, oh, nursing, that's big pockets, that's big mama, like that's where the money
Depending on
at.
what you're doing with it, yeah. Traveling nurses, they make money. But
and they still will start a motherfucking Airbnb business on your
because
ass
they
and
making
never
money.
come back.
Yeah,
Like,
they
and
need
never come back.
residual income. They need something to leave behind. So.
Why nonprofits?
You know what? So I was raised by my grandparents and my aunt. My mom was on drugs from 18 to the time I was 26. So that's a good almost 50 years, something like that. So
did you say almost 50 years?
For her.
Oh.
Because she had me at like 28.
Gotcha.
So, see, look at you. Don't try to.
You said almost 50 years. I'm like.
So yeah, it's a good almost 50 years. So anyway, so when like growing up with my grandparents, being raised by them, like I had it good. They put me in private school, went to Magna High School, all that good stuff. But it was other people like that didn't have the same things that I had, even though they were like in 2-parent households and different things like that. So of course, Boys and Girls Club is here. YMCA is here, just all these different things, and they're so huge and so big. And I knew nothing about a nonprofit, but I know that I knew that I wanted to help youth. So one day I was driving on a 105, literally when I lived in Downey.
Bullshit traffic. You can't do nothing but
definitely.
think. You can't
Exactly.
do nothing but
and
think.
most of my best ideas are birthed on the freeway. Promise. But something was just telling me like go to the library and research nonprofits. And this is when you went to the library and got books and did all that.
Sure?
So that's what I did. So I went to the library, I did everything by hand. I Googled it, researched it, didn't go through anybody. And I actually liked like the help that I was given, the people that were coming back to me like, oh my God,
you like
I like
the
what
results.
you did. Yeah, with
the
the
results
kids.
that you were getting made
All of
sense.
it. Like even the people that was complaining about free stuff. You know how you get people that be in a line, they get the free shoes, they get the free food, whatever, and they like, well, I want this one, or why can't I have another one for my kid that's not even here? Just different things like that. I enjoyed all of it. So I think also being in church, like I was over the youth in church, the youth ministry, I was over the children's church. So all that collectively was like nonprofit, and I ain't looked back. I mean, clearly I didn't start it over 200 nonprofits for individuals, and I have a 100% success rate. So
100 out of whoa.
Yes, I have not received a denial for a 501c3 or anything like that. So hey, you know, I'm doing something
I'm
right.
in the wrong goddamn business.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's so
coming to the
tight.
side. But yeah, no. So that's really why. Like, it's my passion. It's what I wake up to every day. Even when I've tried to go back to a job, I'm like, man, because it's scary when you are doing entrepreneurship roles.
Right.
It's like, you don't know if you're going to get a check. You chasing money technically,
Right.
unless you got some great contracts and you know you got that money coming in. But contracts can go away too, because if they lose money, then the contract is gone. So like you're chasing money every
Exactly.
single day, but it don't feel like it.
Right, because you
it's
got
like,
free time.
Yeah,
you
it's like
pick
you
your
can.
feet up, you
Yeah,
wanna
but then
eat.
that's also a curse. Because
Yeah,
with that
get
free
too
time, you
comfortable.
ain't clocking in that 9 to 5. You kind of doing it your own way. So if you don't get up and go to work, or you don't get up and do whatever
chase
you're gonna
that
do,
check.
ain't no money coming in.
Right.
So it's kind of like, but every time I've tried to go back to a job, I'm like, nope, mm-mm. And I even humble myself. Like, let's say I've left a job. I mean, I've done the entrepreneurship thing. I actually got a job in 2023. I got laid off of that one. It was a nonprofit job as well. I think I just knew too much probably for that company.
See,
They felt like that
clock
for
it.
sure. Yeah, I think I did.
Overqualified.
I
That's
think I
one of the
knew
most
too much
insane
'cause-
things to tell somebody.
Yeah, I did.
Being overqualified is so crazy.
Yeah.
Like, so why wouldn't you just put me in a qualifying position?
Yeah.
Like, why would you see and know that I'm the value you need, and then be like,
And I
We
know
don't
I was
wanna
the value
go.
they needed, because on my whole team, I brought in the most money. I got like a $5 million contract for 5 years for them. Every year they were getting $5
And they
million for
laid
5
you
years.
off?
Yeah, they laid me off, and it was a dumb reason. Like, it made no sense. It was like, oh, budget cuts. And I'm like, how are you going to budget cut me when there's
I'm
3
the
people on my
budget.
team that don't even bring in nearly what I bring in? But it's okay. But I say that to say, when I went back to work, I was still humble. I didn't go in there like, oh, I know everything. I got a nonprofit too, so you can't tell me nothing.
Right.
It's what do you need, what I need to do. That's how I came in, because I would never go into someone else's workplace and be like, well, because I know everything, I don't need to listen to you. It was
Right.
never that. But again, all of that is, I'm hearing some, it's in
Yeah.
my, I'm like, is it the chair? Is it one of our chairs?
I don't know.
But yeah, with that being said, it just was confirmation that like you
need
need
to
to
work
just
for
continue
yourself.
doing what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I told the story a few times about how I stopped doing that, like walked out on my job. But yeah, that's dope. I mean, it's a good it's a good reason to go into your field, especially if you like helping people.
Yeah, exactly.
100% success
this
rate
gonna
is crazy.
sound almost ignorant, but
No, it won't.
explain to us how you make money in a nonprofit.
Nonprofit. It's not ignorant. I promise you, it's the question that most people ask all the time. So a nonprofit is still a business.
Right.
It's just not for profit. So, like, for example, if you sell these drinks right now, you're most likely doing it for a profit. Like, you want to make something on the back end, you want to return it of your interest or RI, all that good stuff. But if you're doing it not for profit, it's like, I'm going to sell these shot glasses or these drinks to whoever so that they can feel better, feel good about themselves when they drink the liquor, but it's not for profit. Like, we're not trying to get rich off of this. We're just trying to do this because we're just trying to do this. So for nonprofits, people get paid because there's funding that comes in, there's grants, there's contracts, and that's how you write yourself into that budget. So whatever the budget is, if it's $1 million and us 3 are getting paid off of the $1 million, that's how we're going to pay ourselves. Even though it's not for profit, we are still giving a service. We're still providing something for the community, for whoever it is that we serve. So all not-for-profit means is you don't have to file tax. You have to file taxes, but you don't pay taxes, for one, because you are not a nonprofit. And then for two, if something ever was to happen to that business where you no longer wanted it, you wanted it to get rid of it, and it had $1 million in there, you cannot put it in your own bank account. It's not yours. It doesn't belong to you. You have to
Right.
kind of give it to another organization that's similar, that's like-minded, because you're not doing it for profit. You're doing it for a paycheck to live, but you're not doing it for profit to say, I'm going to turn this and flip this
Right,
and
right,
buy
right.
3 more or whatever
Right.
the case may be. So the biggest companies are nonprofits. Target has a
that's
4-month
literally-
nonprofit.
That's why I asked you that question, because I'm
Yeah.
like, from what I understand, the majority of the larger companies in the world
Yeah.
are actually non-profits, right? the relationship that we have with them is a for-profit relationship, right? Because you're accounting yourself as a nonprofit, but essentially my relationship with you is only a financial exchange. You have something I want, I buy it, I pay you for it. Now, I guess with a nonprofit is what you would be alleging is that, and when you give me that money, I don't take it home. I put it back out.
Yes, correct. Because you still take money home because you're going to still get a paycheck if you're working for a nonprofit. But correct. Like, you just think about it. Like, if we going to start a business right now, let's say we want to start a trucking company. We trying to make money. So we going to say, you going to put in 10K, you going to put in 10K, I'm putting 10K. We're going to wait a year. We're going to let the money do what it does. We're going to buy another truck. And then we're going to be making money every month because of what we put in and what we're going to get out at the end. But that's because it's a for-profit. We're doing it to make a profit.
Right, to flip
if you
your
create
money.
a nonprofit right now and you talk about you want to help autistic children, better life skills or something like that, you're not doing that necessarily for a check. You're doing that because you want to help children, but you're hoping that you still can get paid through funding grants. So what people do wrong when it comes to nonprofit, well, let me not say wrong, but where people get it wrong at when it comes to nonprofits is everybody wants one right now. It's very trendy because they like, dang, you getting that much money, you getting grants, you $500,000.
They also said that the feds is full of people who went bad on their nonprofit.
Yeah.
That's also the reason that like the feds is full because people get audited and it's like, bitch, you can live off this money.
All the feds got the goddamn.
No, it's like because when you get audited and they find out that like you've been getting $5 million grants every year, and then it's like, so what did you do with the $5 million?
Exactly.
And you're like, well, I paid myself $250,000. They're like, okay, so 400 and whatever the number is, where is it at? And then you're like,
you need to have everything.
I had to do this and I did that, and it's like.
But if
it
you
looked
think
like all
about
you
it,
did was pay employees and
but
buy
if you think
stuff
about
for the
it, you
employees
need
to
to
work.
do the same thing for a for-profit. So that's why I tell everybody it's still a business structure. Like you still have to be on your P's and Q's the same way you would be on your for-profit is the same way you got to do your nonprofit. You have to file your taxes for your for-profit too. You still have to file taxes for your nonprofit as well. But you do have to account for every single thing. Like if you say you went to the store and bought gum, you need to account for it.
So I feel like is that the difference between filing regular taxes and itemized taxes?
The difference, like what? What do you mean?
It's like you need to itemize everything. Like don't say like, oh, I just bought office supplies. Like no, you need to tell me every office supply
you can have a ledger of everything so that when you itemize it, you can keep track of it. But you don't have to be like pen, paper. You can just say office supplies, of course. But the bigger the money, the more money that comes in, the bigger your chances of getting an audit is going to be. So like people be having nonprofits, they don't be doing board meetings, they don't do a lot of things. They just go and get the grant and then funnel something through something. You know how people wash their money?
Yeah,
you know how
that's what I was scared to say. I was scared to say that. I feel like nonprofits be looking like
people do that.
People do it. I'm not saying that it's right, but people do it. People say, let me put this into a nonprofit so I could clean my money. Now, can you get caught? Yeah. Is it a risk? Yeah. Does everyone get caught? No. The same way people money launder and all these other things.
I feel like I don't even see. Well, I guess that would be like for you to discuss in the court of that questioning, but because in my mind. I don't know, and that's something else I came back and y'all all saying, like, take me back.
Go to jail for like whoop-de-doo.
Take me back to London. I don't want to hear whoop-de-doo. I want to hear bullocks. Bullocks.
I want to hear that.
But it's like it's so hard for me to wrap my mind around
a nonprofit.
Yeah, it's like a crazy thing to say, but
it's only because you don't understand it.
Yeah, you just think about it like this: when what you're doing things for, you're not necessarily. If you was to start a nonprofit, you're not necessarily doing things because you're trying to get rich off of it. You're doing something to solve a problem,
right?
You are solving a problem.
Something needs to be done.
Yes, you are solving a problem. If you are not solving a problem, there is no need for the nonprofit, for lack of better words.
Okay,
because
that's like the best way to say it.
Yes.
It's like, okay, if you have a business, then you sell it.
Because selling liquor, I ain't solving no problem, really. I'm just trying to get rich off of it because I know people do it and they like it. It's not solving anything because people get hurt, people get killed, people get DUIs, all kinds of things if you want to think about the negative side. But then the positive is like people have a good time and they feel like they could be themselves and whatever liquor does for people. But for a nonprofit, you're literally solving a problem like hunger issues, animal welfare, youth that are disturbed or whatever it may be. You're literally solving a problem. So you're going into that for that reason. And then you're hoping that you be able to get a paycheck and live off of what you love to do. It's really a passion. It's a passion of yours. Most people don't stay in nonprofits if they don't like it.
So what I battle with, because I want to be a good person at heart. So I battle with myself.
You are a good person at heart. Say that.
I'm a good person at heart.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be
Right.
a good
Damn.
person outwardly.
Okay.
Like inside, I know I'm a good person, but on the outside, I'm Donald Trump.
Oh my God.
I'm a scoundrel. I like what's the Darkwing Duck, the rich
my
one.
I cannot. She's crazy.
Because I like financial stability. You know,
Yeah.
like I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
financial stability. I understand financial literacy. So
Yeah.
I know that being financially stable is a big part. So for me, it's like, I want to know how people who have a nonprofit condition their verbiage to be like nonprofit verbiage. Like
You learn it.
You learn it.
You have to learn it, because even if you was coming from the for-profit world and going to a nonprofit world, I think it's an easier transition because it's still business. At the end of the day, you're still doing business, but you have to learn it. The same, like, you should see the books that I have. I'm always reading something when it comes to the nonprofit. I'm always re-educating myself when it comes to the nonprofit, because things change, laws change. Even with the whole thing that's going on with nonprofit. Okay, so let's take, for example, the PPP loans that came out during COVID. Okay, so everybody was getting one. People didn't even really have no business, and they was getting one.
No.
And then they caught on and was like, wait a minute. So then they made you do this thing where you no longer could just upload documents, because I could easily create an Adobe file and make it look like it's a bank statement or whatever. But now they making you go right into the bank account. They're extracting it. Like, they're doing all those things. And what people don't realize is all those individuals that got those PPPs, there's a 5-year audit that's being done on these individuals. So people just thinking, if you didn't have no business, yeah, exactly. But it will come back later. But then the other thing people think about is, like, it's always been crooks when it comes to, like, businesses and money and what they do. How you think, like, they say Trump don't pay taxes. We know he making money. We know what he does, but he's, you know, all these different things. So yeah, so people have a way of, like, figuring out the ways to get around whatever they feel like they want to get around with. But when it comes to those type of things, I feel like for the nonprofit world, like, trying to wrap your mind around it, I say it's not for the weak. And I only say that because, again, if you're not bringing nothing in, if there's no funding coming in, you are self-funding that. Like, I self-funded my nonprofit for years before it made anything.
Okay, so now that's my next question is like, so when you get into, like, the space of self-funding, okay, boom, I want to start a nonprofit. I have an issue that I want to attack.
Yeah.
I know how I want to attack it.
Yeah.
And I don't have a grant. Like,
Yeah.
I'm looking for money. Ain't no money here. But I got a little money. I'm
Right.
going to use my little money.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Just essentially pay yourself back as, like, servitude?
You just donating it. You donating
just
your
donate
money.
the money.
Unless you have something to where, like you're saying, I'm lending it to the nonprofit, and then once we get the money, then I'll give it back to myself. A lot of people don't do that, but you can do that, because sometimes I'll send money to the nonprofit and I'll reimburse myself too. But essentially, you're donating, because you're like, it's like you're trying to get this nonprofit off the ground. Nobody knows you yet, so you really not getting no funding like that. But the big thing about nonprofits is everyone thinks their nonprofit is a good idea. They all think that. But is it sustainable? So if I was going to give you $100,000 and I was going to give you $100,000 today, like, I see y'all nonprofit, I love what y'all doing, I'm going to give you $100,000 today, and I'm the donor. So I'm going to give y'all $100,000 because that's what y'all need. But now I'm going to say, so once I give you this $100,000, how are you going to sustain next year? If I'm the only donor that you have, you ain't got no more money coming in, just this $100K that I'm going to give you. How you going to be here next year? If you can't show that you're sustainable, most likely you won't get a grant.
How do the people, not to cut you off.
Yeah.
How do the people who donate, how do they benefit from that?
Tax write-off.
Yeah. I know that part, which...
I mean, I kind of know it, but it's like, sometimes it'd be like...
Because some people really be owing a gang of money on their taxes. So when they donate, that's why all these companies around quarter 2, quarter 3, they giving away a lot of their money. So, for example, if you a January through December calendar, right, and I'm having a gala next October, I need to be asking right now, because right now, around August, September, that is when a lot of companies are giving their money
That's
out
when
for
they realize how
2026.
much money they need to write off.
They gotta give it away, because by the end of the year, if they don't give it away, then now they're gonna have to pay taxes on that. So they have a threshold of how much money they're gonna give away. So sometimes people are missing out on money because you in 2026 asking for money in 2026. Not to say you can't get any money, because you can, but you do want to be a year in advance on
Right.
everything,
Gotta
because
be
if
on
not, you get in the bottom of the barrel. So these people, they know when December comes, they're not trying to be stressed out on how they're going to get rid of $1.5 million and make it make sense. So they're giving it away at certain times. They're cleaning their books, making sure that everything is great. At the end of the year, wash their hands clean, and they ain't got to pay all these taxes. Well, they do, but they're not going to be paying as much as they would if they didn't.
So how did that balance out though? If I owe 1.5 million, I have to give away 1.5 million?
No. You don't have to give away 1.5 million. No, I mean, now that number is going to be
That's
dependent.
a numbers game.
Yeah, that's like
that part is like a
because think
numbers
about, do you file taxes?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. Let's make sure.
I
you know.
don't.
So if you file your taxes, like if you work in a job and you claiming 0, 1, 2 or whatever, or you go, when you go exempt, they not really taking nothing out your check. So at the end of the year, you gonna owe. But clearly you gonna owe. But then if you
You know how that
0,
line that
1,
when you file your, this so funny because they always tell you like, oh, you cannot discuss tax documents, whatever. Fuck y'all. Y'all don't want nobody to learn nothing. Like that's why y'all don't want nobody to talk about nothing, because y'all don't want motherfucking learn nothing.
Yeah.
But so it's like
My drink
like what I
getting
had to
cold.
learn.
My shot getting cold.
Call the shot. You ready?
oh, how that work? I don't know what that mean. You
Nah,
got
I think so.
chasers? Nothing? No juice?
Sip slow.
This is the one.
this is the nonprofit shot.
This is the what?
The nonprofit
This
shot.
the nonprofit shot.
I'm
you
supposed to just
you
take
just
this.
taking it. You just donating yourself to this
Crazy. Yeah, I'm
tequila.
scared.
It ain't Sunday though.
I'm still scared.
Don't take the whole thing. I
No,
usually
I
take half
don't
of
play
it.
with that. I can't sip no shot.
Do you hear this? On
Switch
one
is
hand,
like
she's talking
get
about
scared,
I'm scared
then
to
say,
take
oh,
a shot.
No, I am scared because I don't know what this gonna do, and it's white, so I don't know what it's gonna do. But I'm not gonna sip it
That's crazy.
because the moment I
Where
sip,
we at?
it ain't gonna, and we ain't gonna finish it.
Not above you or below you. I'm right here with you.
Okay.
Trying to follow this.
That is Hermano Tequila.
All right.
Humano tequila. Clean, smooth.
It is smooth.
It was
Real
smooth.
fresh,
I
too.
will say that.
Yeah.
I'm not really a Blanco girl, but
new company on.
Really? Get
But
into it.
that
See,
was
look
smooth.
it. Okay, now hear me out.
I'm hearing you.
I'm a pitch my nonprofit to you.
Pitch
I
it,
just
girl.
thought of it right now.
Oh, let me
Right
see
now.
what she about to say.
Oh, shit.
I
me
thought
try
of
to
a
break it
real
down.
one that I'm talking to you about off the camera, but
Okay.
for educational
Let's go.
purposes, we'll create a scenario, right? I want to start a nonprofit that distributes Blanco tequila. Why? Blanco tequila is healthy. It has
What
artisanal.
problem are you solving?
I'm solving the problem of lack of, like, so many people have a lot of fucks to give. Wait,
See, crazy.
Wait.
I'm trying to help them.
I cannot. And she really came off the dome with that one.
They have so many.
This chair
There's
don't
so
like
many
me.
scenarios
Is that
in
what
the
that is?
world
It's this chair.
where you would want to
WD-40
be.
over there.
Too thick or this chair.
There's so many scenarios in the world where you would want to be relieved of all the fucks you have. You know, you wake up on Monday and it's like bullocks. I'm so upset from the weekend and now it's Monday and I have to go back to work. I could start a nonprofit where I would just be in the locker room of your job with a small Blanco tequila machine.
Okay, so see, folks, no. No. We are solving real
Sleep.
problems. No, we are solving real. I get it, but that
it's
one won't work.
healthy. It's
There you go.
nourishing.
Now, if
okay, now
what you
here we
could
go.
do is what you
Thank
could
you,
do
see
is
now. Now
So
turn
let
it.
me reformulate that.
yeah, I
for
can
you.
reformulate it. What you could do is you could say, "This is my business. This is what I sell. I sell this liquor." Snoop Dogg, whoever. Snoop Dogg's right.
No,
Whose is this?
that's a brand that we actually just got sponsored by them.
Okay.
Hermano Tequila.
Hermano Tequila
Yeah, it's
is
new.
the brand
Dog
that
was
is.
this 19.
Oh, that was that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the new brand that that we're selling.
Right.
We're selling this, and we want everyone to purchase them because every time you purchase a bottle,
Oh yeah, there you go.
a percentage, a certain dollar amount goes to
Charity.
whatever that nonprofit is,
thank
and then you get the write off because every single dollar you would be able to right on that because you're not. If this costs $200, you're not getting the full $200 because you said every time we sell a bottle, we send 50 to whatever that percentage is. So boom, there you go.
Okay, so in the revised, in the revision, I would say I want to
still trying to
sell this tequila.
No,
because I feel like this is a better way to help people understand it, right? Like for me, I learn by real world scenarios. Yeah. So like, even though we having this talk, it's like
because it's to some people, he falling asleep anyway. So we got to make it a little. You.
Me?
I saw you.
Fall asleep?
You went like that.
I'm wide awake.
I'm sorry.
You might take another shot.
I'm wide awoke.
Wide awoke. Okay.
Wide awoke.
Okay.
Okay, so
on
the revision, we would we would say, this is my business. I sell this product. And with this product, with every $10,000 produced, we want to funnel. We want to give water to the youth sports teams. Yeah. We want you to buy our tequila so that we can buy them water. Yeah, that's how it would happen.
That's better. That's much better. Not you want to start a nonprofit selling liquor to
nobody can give a fuck.
Because what? But yes, that is some things that people do.
And then I would have before it all happened, I would have to go out.
Remember the shoes, Tom?
Oh yeah, and it's buy one.
Every time you bought one, they would send a pair.
And that was the only reason I bought Tom.
See, but
because they're not made for fat feet.
Or think about it: when you go to the store, grocery store, you buy.
I'm not putting that change in there.
You know
and
that
I'm not
change,
clicking on that shit.
Or they be like, you want to round up to this org.
I would just
that stuff work.
So I read a book on nonprofits, and that's when I realized that that is a pyramid scheme. You're joining the pyramid scheme by donating that change because that is the part of their pyramid scheme where they get to write off everything that's in your basket too. So it's like, yeah, I just donated y'all 10 cents.
Not everything in your basket.
In the world of everything, I'm saying like
that little amount.
Yeah, that little amount. So it's like if Target sold me this basket full of stuff, and then I turned around and donated Target $20 more on top of the money I spent. And the whole time, Target is in the back room like, see, she done looked out. She gave us the dub. She gave us the dub. We about to give it to the hungry kids. And then the government is like, but what about that basket full of stuff she bought? And Target is like, that's schematics. That's schematics.
You sick.
The focus here is that the kids are hungry, and we got the $20 to feed.
All in all, nonprofits are meant to solve problems. That's what we're here for.
Solve a problem.
We're here to solve problems, but they are very trendy, so it kind of sucks because, like, in 2013 when I started, it wasn't nearly these amount of nonprofits that was.
I wanted to do a nonprofit back in like 2013. That's when I started my first business. My first business is vending machines.
Oh yeah.
And I wanted to do a nonprofit.
I have a client that has vending machine nonprofit.
Oh, for real?
But she puts in her vending machine like feminine products, things that high school teenagers and college students need.
Yeah, I think that's so.
And it's free.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to do.
Big contracts.
Now listen, this is what's so crazy. I wanted to do that. Literally, essentially the same thing. I wanted to drop off a vending machine full of products.
We should have a vending machine.
Press them in there. They'll drop out for free. Y'all can have them. I was trying to collab with another person who allegedly knew about 501(c)(3)s and all this stuff, right? Yeah. And I'm saying allegedly because this person took my idea and tried to start a for-profit business. And essentially become my competition because I was already
trademark and copyright everything.
Yeah, so basically that geared me out of it because it was like,
did they start it? And how's it doing right now?
To be very honest with you, I don't think they really got it off the ground. I don't really worry about people who what I call them is like hijack ideas from me because nigga, ain't nothing I ever said been a full sentence. Good luck, motherfucker. good luck, motherfucker. You think you stole an idea from me, bitch?
Crazy.
You think you stole an idea from me, bitch? You'll be in the library next year, ho. Because I ain't giving out. Because you know, when you thinking of something, when you thinking of your master plan and stuff, and you talk to about people, you not about to give it all up. Like I can have 1,000% faith in you, and if I don't see you executing, then I'm not gonna entrust my execution.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't see you doing nothing. So I'm gonna give you enough information, and you took that little bit of information and ran with it. And it's like, motherfucker, Mars vending been around for like 200 fucking years. Bitch, vending machine ain't new. You can take this idea and run with it 10 times over. You're not gonna be able to create what I did. And it's funny because I was looking for funding. I was looking for a way to do this business. Because of that person, I don't even do vending machines somewhere because I know how I want to do it. You know, and it's like, y'all get too hyped up on a little piece of idea. Like, y'all hear about a little sprinkle, a little glint. And y'all like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that too. If I was gonna do it, I would do it like this. And it's like, yeah, I can't fuck with you.
Everybody's business and nonprofit is just not sustainable, and it's okay. Like, sometimes you gotta rework some stuff. I've had to rework things. I've had to revamp programs, remove programs because everything don't work. But it's okay because it's all about continuing and trying to get it right.
So nonprofiting does have a curve for growth.
Yeah,
you can't
1000%.
like do it wrong and then be like,
you could do it wrong. No, you could do it wrong. You could for sure do it wrong
and not lose it.
How many times it took you to get it right?
I'm still trying to get it right.
Boom.
But you got a high success rate, so
I'm talking about my personal one. Or are you talking about
like
helping people?
Just helping people.
Oh no, yeah, that's I get it right.
So are you would consider yourself better at helping?
I get it the first time when it comes to like getting those tax dollars and stuff done, but I have made mistakes in my business. Let's talk about your mistakes. Yeah,
what mistakes have you ran into?
I forgot to do something, like forgot to file a document, forgot to follow up on something, and it's resulted in me having to refund a client. It's resulted
refunded a client?
Yeah, because I'm a Virgo, so I'm already like a perfectionist.
I like how you be putting that in.
You know, because I'm just trying to let people know who I am. I'm a Virgo, I'm a perfectionist, so when I mess up, I get down on myself. Like, I hate it. It's the worst feeling ever.
You see how I said I completely stopped even pursuing that at all?
Yeah, I hate it. Like, it's the worst thing ever. So, but I am a person of integrity. I'm a person of my word. So, if I mess up, I'm going to fix it. And sometimes I overly fix it. When I say overly fix it, I'm like, dang, I messed up. All right, well, I'm going to just write a grant for you. Like a month for free. Don't even worry about it, kind of thing. And so when I tell some people that, they be like, "What? Like, why would you do that? It was just a mess up." But again, it's integrity. It's who I am. It's my core values. It's all of that. So I've again had to refund clients before. I've been like, moving too fast because I'm a multitasker. I be having a gang of stuff going on. Not only am I running my nonprofit. Not only am I running a for-profit, I also work with the nonprofit plug. Yes, I work. I am.
You're a real one.
I work with the nonprofit plug. She is a nonprofit guru as well, who has helped thousands of people start their own nonprofit. So I work with her. We collaborate a lot. Then I help Tough Crowd. If anyone's heard of Tough Crowd,
I love Tough Crowd. Holla.
Yes. I do the business side for them. So every single client that I have, it's like another mini business that I'm like embedding myself into. So like, if you think about all those things that I have to do and have to get done, think about like my mental brain and making sure that I'm like everything gets together. Do you have a type A personality where you gotta like write everything down, everything got to be logistically done, like so you understand that. So
I'm a fake type A personality.
That plus watching things as they go to make sure that they're going the right way.
Exactly. And it's hard.
Micromanaging.
And it's probably hard for you to take your hand off of something. Because for me, even with my nonprofit now, like the minute somebody tell me no, or they can't do something, or they don't come through, don't worry about it.
I do it myself.
I won't ask you.
I was almost done.
Don't worry about it. I'm a handle it, because now that's me. When people see the Power Legacy, when they see CST, they don't think, oh, the board member that's helping out, my board president Nikki. They don't think that. At one point with Tough Crowd, I think somebody like needed a refund for a show that they didn't come to, and they saw Christy. I'm like, what the heck? No, first of all, you know what I mean? So
you did it.
Yes, but even then, I'm like, okay, how can I fix this? How can I make this better? Parents, the same thing with my youth that's in my nonprofit. If the kids is, the constructive criticism, do I like it? No, absolutely not. Don't tell me nothing bad, because although I am a person that can take constructive criticism, I'm a person that can't take constructive criticism.
You can't take constructive criticism?
I can take it, but I can't take it.
Me?
So, I can take it. Like, I'm a person that I'll be like, hey, can you let me know, like, what am I doing good? What am I doing? I do this with my friends. My friends be like, Christy, why are you doing a check-in with us? I'm like, because if you're feeling away or something is going on with you and you haven't told me, for one, it's not fair to me that I don't know how you're feeling, so I can't self-correct nothing. There's nothing that I can correct that you haven't told me about, right? So that's one thing. So I take the constructive criticism, or I want it because I want to be better. So I always want it. However, I don't want it because then I don't want to know that.
You know what that is, though. As a Virgo,
That's not.
no. As a Virgo, that actually makes sense.
Let me tell you, because look, I want it because I want to be better, but I'm also a perfectionist, so that means I'm no longer perfect.
Yeah.
Because you're now telling me, like, Christy, you did blah blah blah, and I'm like, dang, like I thought I was perfect.
But
So I'm taking it. So that's what I'm saying. I can take it, but I can't take it. Meaning, like, I'm gonna receive it. I'm gonna take it
Adjust,
in.
I'm gonna
do everything I gotta do.
Come back to you
fix
like
whatever.
Well, I don't see how you saw that. You know.
But do I want it? No, because if you're a perfectionist, you are a perfectionist. You don't want anything to be wrong. You don't want to mess up on anything. So when you do, it's gonna sting a little bit. Even though you can take it, it's gonna still sting a little bit. So that's how I am, and I think it's. I would say it's more of a woman Virgo
That's
thing.
what I was saying. I said that's not.
Because we get in our heads about a lot
I tell
of
people
things.
that I live in my head, and that's not.
Literally, when you said
But do you
like,
overthink? Are you an overthinker? Because I am.
I get to the point, but then I adjust.
No, you an overthinker. You know how I know? Because I watched how you just did everything before you started with your cameras and everything. You overthought every little thing. You looked at the light and you looked at the ice machine.
That's not an overthinker. That's a perfectionist.
It's a perfectionist too, but you also are overthinking.
The reason it's overthinking is because you the one that set this room up. So
and
you know it's
you're like, because in your mind you're probably thinking like, well, if this looks like this, then it's gonna look like this on camera. That's because it looked fine. Everybody else is like, it looked good, but you're like,
but you have to understand. It's not.
It's like
I don't think it's overthinking.
It's like a piece of overthinking.
I'm not accepting.
A little. It's okay. It's a part of
the
the
non-acceptance is also a part of the overthinking.
That's another
I
Virgo
think an
trait.
overthinker is somebody who just be overly stimulated with certain things.
So you going like
when we have the setup and how it is, it's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So if it's not like that, that's not overthinking. That's like, let me get it right. That's perfecting it.
It's perfect.
Because when people watch the show, they're gonna be like,
but why you think that?
Mind you, they're not thinking that.
Okay.
Because why you think that they even think of that?
Okay. All right.
But anyway,
I'm not about to argue with y'all.
We're not. We're not. We are family. We ain't arguing about nothing up in here.
I feel attacked.
Don't. See, look.
No, I'm just like
overthinking.
I'm literally joking.
Nah, but but yeah. I don't know. I forgot where we're going, but yeah.
I did too.
It's okay. Next question.
Yeah. The next question.
What you got for me? Come on, come with it.
Let me get. Damn. She said, "Nigga, hurry up. I gotta get on the freeway."
No, I mean I do, but I'm not rushing.
Nah.
This is. I like.
What would you like us to understand about developing a nonprofit? Like, is it the lack of consistency because it's not an immediate payout type of thing that people fall out of love with it and don't do it in a successful way? Like, what do you feel like? What do you feel like is the ultimate
question or what?
restraint? First of all, I always have better questions. That's why you mad.
I ain't mad. I'm happy.
Can you ask that again?
What would you feel like is the major restraint that people have with like not being able to produce the consistency?
Oh, it's the I would say it would be the patience. With nonprofits, you have to have some patience around there because, like you said, if you ain't making no money, at what point do you give up? At what point do you stop when you have to use your own money? Even if you have a whole community dependent on you, when do you stop? When do you say, I'm tired of the no's? I'm tired of the doors being shut. I'm tired of not receiving funding. Like, at what point do you stop? Even, again, if you have a whole community dependent on you, do you stop? Do you take a step back? Do you go and get some classes, get some coaching? Like, what do you do? And I think that's where people give up. People say, people say, I didn't get a check, so I don't want to do this no more. I've been looking for a grant for 3 years. and I still ain't got a grant, I'm done. That's what it is. It's the patience. And I think some people think because they started their nonprofit, they think that their nonprofit is fundable because it was their idea.
You talking about because you're trying to sell tequila?
No, just period. You could be like, I got a youth sports program.
No, see,
right
I
now.
actually said that on purpose like that because as a mobile bartender, you do run into a lot of times where you feel like this is not a scalable business. A scalable business is a business you could turn into a nonprofit. That's like a
No, that is not a scalable business.
I feel like it is
A business that you could turn into a nonprofit?
Yeah.
No, that's not scalable.
How is it not scalable?
No, I'm saying
Because
that's not the
she's a professional.
definition of a scalable nonprofit. I mean, a scalable
I don't
business.
work on
A
definitions. We just talked about
No, a scalable business is just a business that can scale. A business that it doesn't have to turn into a nonprofit.
But
to be
so my
scalable.
thing is like how to generate healthy income for a business.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, I would want to create a nonprofit attached to my business because that is how I'm going to even out my money. Like,
But
You shouldn't be attached.
yeah, like no, because in that case you would be saying every for-profit needs a nonprofit.
damn, I be feeling
And that's
like
not
that.
true.
That's not true.
No, not at all. Because the nonprofit is just, like I said, the problem you're solving, the community part. You can have amazing businesses in the world, and you don't have to have a nonprofit to make it
Okay,
scalable.
maybe what I'm thinking about just in like my personal, what I probably want to do is like, if I'm doing something, then I need to be giving something. If I'm taking, then I need to be giving.
You can give, but you don't have to create a whole nonprofit to do it. You could give through your for-profit. You
It'll
could
be right
find,
up. It'll be the-
yeah,
the
you
loan-
could
it'll be
find
the loan up, right.
somebody that you know, somebody that you want to invest in. You
Me?
can take
You can give it to
someone.
me.
You could take someone.
Give it
What
to
if
me.
you had like someone, a mentee under you, or just someone that was doing something well, and you like, dang, I want to fund this, or I want to invest in this. You can even be an investor with your business. You could see someone that's doing amazing things, great things, and they need someone like you that has the capital, has the money, almost like Shark Tank. Look at all that money they got. People go on Shark Tank all the time, get capital with somebody's business, give them $200,000, whatever they asking for, and then they monetize off of that because they have the structure behind it to make it go where it's gonna go. You could be that person if that's what you have. It doesn't have to be a nonprofit. You know what I mean?
And you don't have
So-
to try to do both.
No, not at all. I would never encourage anybody to do both. The only reason why I did both is because I needed a job.
Okay.
Meaning, like,
Yeah,
I needed a
work
job,
today
and I
is
was already,
job.
since I was doing the nonprofit for so long, I was already helping people for free. I helped people for free for 6 years, just helped them do their nonprofit. And then when I found out, wait, I can make money behind this, and I actually love waking up and doing it, I'm going to make it a business.
So are you considered like a grant writer?
Yes.
Or, okay.
That's one of my services.
So okay, so basically you just pay yourself for your services, or like you just ask them to pay you for the
Through the
service part?
I pay myself through the for-profit. I don't necessarily pay for myself through the nonprofit. Now, if I have a funding opportunity or a grant that comes in, and I'm the one that's working that project, so let's say I'm doing mentorship, like Nike gave us like $80,000, and so if Nike gave us $80,000, and I know that I'm the mentor coordinator working the program, then I'm going to pay myself for my job in that $80,000 if the grant allows it. Because you got to figure out what a grant allows. A grant don't allow you to do everything.
Okay, they have a lot of stipulations and
Yes.
guidelines within
How do you figure
themselves.
out the
1,000%.
stipulations?
It'll tell you. So one
I
thing
guess it's how you develop it, what you put in there.
it's what you write, but it's also what they say. Like,
Right.
okay, I'm gonna give you $100K, but this is what you got to do with it. Like sometimes they'll be like only 70% has to go to programming, 30% is personnel. So you got to figure out of $100K, 30% personnel. So who am I paying? What am I paying out of this?
Okay.
Out of this 30%, and then this 70% has
I
to be
think that
programming.
that's the part that people don't know exists.
Exactly. Or they don't read.
Boom.
So a lot of times people will apply for a grant. Let's say we all apply for a grant, right? And it says you're not, let's say you didn't have a 501c3, but you was like, shoot, this look good, I'm going to apply anyway. Oh no, let's not even do that. Let's say you did have a 501c3. But let's say you only had one person that works for you, but the grant says you need 2 employees. You're going to be like, well, shoot, man, I'm just going to mark it yes anyway, because, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can
I
bypass
hired
this.
somebody.
They're going to be like, you don't read, so we're not giving you the money. The, like little things like that where people think
But
they can
wouldn't
just...
it be, if you have an employee, wouldn't you be the second employee, or would that not?
No.
How does that
So,
work?
well, it depends. It depends. when you
depends
say
on who you
employee,
are at your business.
when I say you an employee, I mean you have a payroll. You can see that checks have been coming into a bank account. You've been paying EDD. All of those things show that you have a payroll.
Right.
You can't just be like, I got a payroll because I'm just gonna say right now I got a payroll and I'm gonna Zelle my.
Yeah, they gonna be like, girl,
money.
where's the ADP account? Like
Everything has to have a thing. So, and then sometimes people are like, oh, I'm gonna apply for this grant. It's due on today is what, Wednesday? It's due Friday. It's $500K. We gotta apply. No, you are rushing a grant now.
You know what's
you want to keep
crazy?
getting denials?
I be like,
all the time.
A popular thing I see, and somebody gonna get y'all.
The
somebody
clickbait.
gonna punch you up. Somebody gonna
I
punch
hate
one of
it.
y'all in the face because it be like,
Punch who in the face?
no, these people who be running these fake
The clickbaits.
the newsletter scheme, like sign up for my newsletter for such and such a month,
Oh.
and I tell you every month the grants that are the grants that are out there that, like, you know, and it's like that's not really a directive because, like you said, you're telling me about a grant that expire in 4 days.
No, girl, you telling me. I'm looking on Reels because people send me grants all the time, and I look at them. It's the same names. I'll be like, oh my god, these grants. You click on them. I always vet them to see what's up with them. It was from last month, but it's clickbait because anytime somebody see grants, they're like, let me click on it. So now you got all the views from it. They getting paid if it's on TikTok or whatever. You know, when you click on it, you watch a whole video, you get paid, whatever. All these things, and I hate it because it's like there's people out here that really have amazing nonprofits that really need money for what they're doing, and y'all putting this clickbait stuff up there. Like, I have no problem. I do a lot of pro bono work. So like, if it's something that I feel like, I really feel like, man, this is something that's really fundable, or this is something that is really good, and I see like you need help, I'll just help. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be taken care of regardless. It's not always about money for me. Yes, I do need to live and I need to survive, but, you know, God going to take care of that anyway, so I'm not worried about that. But there are times where, you know, people have really, really good ideas and things, and they just need help, but they don't have $1,000. They don't even have $500. They may not have it. They probably paycheck to paycheck trying to figure it out, but they have this amazing idea. That's somebody that I want to help out, because at the end of the day, if I help them, they're going to help whatever that network is. And that's what we need. We need solutions. We need to solve these problems so crime rates are down. Kids can stop gangbanging. People can stop whatever it is that's a negative in our society. We need these people.
Right.
So, like, I do a lot of pro bono work because I believe in it. And a lot of people in the entrepreneurship world, they'll be like, girl, don't be doing nothing for free. I do stuff for free.
Right.
Now, I understand, like, there has to be, you know, checks and balances to how much you get for free versus what you know, to live. But that's my problem.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and then you can hire one of these consultants that charge you $10,000 for 3 months to coach you, and then the first thing they say, raise your prices and do this and do that. No, it's not. It's not always about raising prices. Like, we want to really build camaraderie within our community so people can really, like, change the narrative, like really change the narrative. Like, if you think about people like Nipsey Hussle, like what he was trying to do when he was around and how he was trying to, like, really help his community.
Right.
It wasn't about just, I don't know Nipsey, but from the documentaries that I see, from people that I hear talk about him, he wasn't just a money man. Yes, he was, but he's also helping his community in whatever ways they may be. Now, again, don't quote me because I don't know much about Nipsey to that degree. So I want people saying, she was on that podcast talking about Nipsey.
Yeah.
He did this. But I'm saying, like, just the community that he had, we know about it. So, you know, I don't know.
Nah, you like to help. That's good.
I just
Out of the 200 successful grants you wrote, or, you know, your success rate, what is like your favorite one? Is like, okay, that's the one.
Dang, that's a good question.
That's the one that made me the most proudest.
You want a shot?
You can pour it. What is this right here? Let's
Oh,
let's
yeah,
get into
okay.
the, you know,
Okay.
next question.
Let's talk into the cocktail.
Yeah, let me.
Today, I really made us something. I just traveled abroad and came back, and I feel cloudy. I feel like a little heavy-headed, so I didn't want to do nothing with too much sugar, which is kind of crazy because sugar is not a thing out the country. So I wanted to do something that was just going to be natural and light and refreshing. So I just went very easy. Blanco Humana.
Okay.
And agave, you feel me? The mama it came from. Chased it with some Stintino sparkling water, and that's it. I think in the drink world you would call it a ranch water, but we didn't put a citrus in there. We use a little citrus garnish, but it would be called a ranch water. If I was ordering it from a bar.
Okay.
But I think it's real good. I already tasted it. Y'all can go ahead and taste it.
I do want to.
Let's taste it.
You know, more cheers. Oh yeah, I know I did that tahini rim because I miss tahini. Boy, I'll tell you something. I ain't got that up country. I'm
Definitely
start
tastes like
taking
a
it with
ranch
me.
water.
This is good. Okay, proudest moment.
Yeah.
This that drink you drink when you don't want nobody minding your business too much. I'm serious. It look like soda water.
You know what? If I had to think about my proudest moments, I think it was when I went to Atlanta to help this girl. She already had a nonprofit. And I did what you call a strategic planning session. So she flew me out there. I worked with her for 3 days over her nonprofit. She was dealing with young girls out there. And I like broke everything down. Every single thing down about her nonprofit. What I felt was wrong, what was right, what needed to be changed, what needed to be increased. So like planning, this is a strategy session to kind of like talk about her goals and what should happen 1 year, what should happen in 5 years. And I think that's one of my proudest moments. It's not necessarily a grant that I wrote. It's not necessarily a nonprofit I started. It's more so the strategic planning session because she was lost. Like she was completely lost, and I think she just needed the right person to sit with her so that she could like wrap her mind about what she was doing. And to this day, she's still doing amazing things in Atlanta with her girls. Like they've traveled across country. They've brought on scholarships. Like they've done so many amazing things. And I think like the tears, just like from sitting through a strategic planning session and her just like, you don't know how much I needed this. It wasn't about the money. And of course I did a whole bunch of extra stuff just because, but I think those moments when I see that you invested in me, you asked me for a service, I provided it, but you're still going. Those are the proud moments because anybody could pay me right now.
Do you do a lot of those? Do you do a lot of strategic planning sessions?
Yes,
So
I do. I do audits before I even grant write. I'm not grant writing for anyone before I audit it because you could tell me you grant ready and you don't even have board members, or you could tell me you grant ready and you don't even have a bank account open. So I do a whole checklist to make sure. Let me see if you're ready. And if you're not ready, you don't got a bank account?
No,
I'm just playing.
I got bank accounts, but I'm saying like I was thinking.
Yeah.
About
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly.
Love you, my brother, but
because it's like you have to have all these things. You can't think you're just gonna get money and all these things are not done yet. So I have to do audits first, make sure that this is aligned, and then I send them back what it is. Like, okay, so I just did this audit. You need to do X, Y, and Z. You need to do this, this, and that, and then we can work on grants because now you're grant ready. So you should have no reason to be denied because we didn't go through everything.
You got the process.
You got the process. Now the only reason why someone would deny you is because there's 10,000 people applying for the same grant that they're only about to give to 5 people. I'm not applying for that.
Did you go get her another shot? Or
I was going to ask her because the way she reacted to the first shot.
Oh, you saw my face? Because I'm going to make a face.
She had like a 50-50.
Are you going to be able to?
I'm going to make a face.
Is you or is you not? Taking
I'm going to make a face. No, I'm going to say she got me.
Boom.
But, yeah, I don't know. You know what I love doing most is just speaking engagements.
I was going to ask you, like, so being in this business 13 years, that's, what is that, 10, 13? I just said 13 years. That's how y'all know my head is.
No, you're right.
No, I know, but I was literally about to count the years.
Oh.
I said you've been in this business for 13 years. Started in 2013, it's 2025, so that's how many years? I'm like, girl, you just said this already.
Yeah, I got you.
You just said it. So what do you feel like led you to like not just go into doing speaking engagements?
Like to not do speaking engagements solely?
Like why you don't just
do
teach?
that?
Yeah.
Because I still like the formation process.
Okay.
Like I like the fact that I can do someone's nonprofit. They get the letter in the mail and they text me like, "Oh my God, I just got approved." Like that's the best feeling in the world because they're so excited. Like they're so excited. They may not know what to do next, but they excited. So that's why. Like I love the joy that they get, but the speaking engagements is my glow. Like when I'm speaking,
That's where your bragging rights come
yes,
from.
like when I'm talking,
You can tell.
it's like, yeah, and I hear people say it all the time, like, girl, you be glowing when you be on stage, when you be talking about it,
I think
because
that's a Virgo thing too.
yeah, and
Once
it's like
you know
a
what you-
sponge.
once you
I'm
know
like
what
a
you know,
sponge. Yeah.
once you know what you
Put
know,
me
you
in a
start
conference.
You be so happy to tell it.
Put me in a boring
Yeah.
seminar. I don't care what it is. Put me in all the boring, because those things are boring. Conferences, some of these things are very boring. But put me in all those things, because I'm about to absorb everything that I can. Now, what I don't like is when you go to these like mixers and conferences, and they be like, okay, the first 10 minutes, everyone go and find someone,
like
give
that
them
shit.
3 business cards. I hate that. It's the I
That's
hate
the
it.
craziest
I wish they would
icebreaker.
stop doing that. I understand the reason, because
wouldn't
it's
do it.
networking. I get that.
I wouldn't do it.
But I hate it because like it's like I get your business card, then what you gonna do with it?
I wouldn't do it.
What am I gonna do with it?
When they
because
say, even at school, not
Maybe
to
you
cut
can
off.
help
Yeah.
Even at school, when they said, go find a partner, I'd be like, I don't
I don't even like group projects.
Me and my friends used to turn
Yeah.
around and be partners with each other.
Yeah.
We used to be like, well,
And they be like, go
found
find
you.
someone that you don't know. I don't
I know
wanna do
everybody
that.
in here. What happens when I already know everybody in here?
Even
Yeah, who
in
do I
college,
find?
when I went at Cal State Long Beach, I had this communications class, and it was like the group communication. I hated it because I'm like, now I gotta do this group project. If you don't do your part, then I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
with that too.
I'm gonna get a B or a C because of your ass. Like, no, I don't.
When
like,
I
hate
just
it.
was back in school, I literally was doing a group project for the whole group.
Yeah.
Not because none of these people couldn't do it. I just don't trust y'all to do y'all part. I have
That's
trust
that part
issues.
that they say we don't like to delegate.
We
You're
just take
supposed
over.
to delegate.
We just take over. No. Delegate me, and I'm gonna give you a job to do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
It's
delegate.
hard
I'm
to
just
do
gonna
that.
do
That's what I'm
all
saying.
the
Yeah,
jobs.
yeah.
I'm
It's
just
very
gonna-
hard because if
Now we
you
Virgoing.
If you do
Yeah.
if you do your you doing your
Now we
podcast
Virgoing.
and you relying on somebody and they mess up, what you gonna do?
Can't do shit. Can't do nothing.
But are you gonna how many chances you gonna give them?
I don't know.
Now what I
They know
will
how bad I
say
want
is,
the shit to go.
Yeah, so I'm saying
what I
like,
will say is, there's been a lot of growth with him because before,
okay, let's hear.
on both sides, because before, if we couldn't get our producer, if he had something else to do and he couldn't make it in, C4 would just be like, fuck it, we're gonna set the cameras up and do it. Now, he be like, we're gonna reschedule it. Because he know how he want it done. So it's like,
And
he
wants it
can't
to look a
settle
certain
for
way.
the settle.
Yeah.
Like, he's capable to just do it himself. But what he realizes that don't be the outcome that he want. So he's learned how to be
Yeah.
okay with the reschedule.
That's how I feel
Because
like
when I first came to open bar, he would just be like, we're going to just do it, it'll work. And then
Yeah.
the very next episode, he'd be like, oh yeah, it was cool, but I just feel like the lighting wasn't right.
Yeah.
It was grainy. I'm like, you gonna put it out? I don't know. Like, it usually end up being like in our gray week where it's
Yeah.
like, we didn't shoot today. I guess I'll put out that video I never put out last
I seen
month.
some old like posts and things that I put. You know how like Facebook likes to remind you of stuff?
Girl.
I seen some stuff from like 2015 or 2016 and I was like, ew. Like that flyer
Literally.
is what I put out. Like,
Bruh.
so now I don't know. Does anyone know Honey K Day? Who does
100K a day. I think
Honey
so.
K Day. He does like photography, videography. All
Our
that.
producer knows.
So
him.
yeah, so he does my like photos, videography, all of that. So I'm like, are you available? Because if you're
That's
not
my boy.
available,
I'm tripping.
you looking in the clouds. You remember him now.
I'm like, wait.
I tried to get me one.
Yeah,
of them.
if you're
I
not
tried,
available.
I tried to dedicate 2025 to booking me a videographer every time somebody booked my service,
Yeah.
and it's so hard to do because y'all, them motherfuckers is in people's pockets.
Well, yeah,
okay?
it's not. It's gonna be. That's when where that investing comes in at for real. But
It's like,
and the
content.
reason why I used to do this thing called the Power Hour, where I would every Wednesday at noon, I would talk about whatever it is for my business or whatever. And somebody commented, because I was going live doing it at the time. I think it was during pandemic maybe. And somebody commented and was like, man, like what you're saying is so good, but I can't get past the way the live looked, because it was just live.
Yes.
And like it was like they couldn't get it. So I said, oh really? That was like the first and last time I got that comment. I went and got a videographer.
Fix it.
I went to a studio, or no, I think I rented an Airbnb or a Peer Space or something like that. I shot 10 episodes, and then that was Power Hour, and it was birthed just like that. And I was like, I will never do anything less than this. Now, if I just want to randomly go live because I want to go live, cool. But for the Power Hour, I was not doing that because it didn't look good. And it's all That's
and,
like if
and you
somebody
realize
gives you a
that this was
Microsoft
becoming
Word printed
retainable
flyer.
content.
Yeah.
It was becoming retainable content. So
Yeah.
it's like, if you
So-
want somebody to come and look for this and sit through it and be able to follow it,
Yes.
then you need to produce the
Yes.
best outcome
Exactly.
so that they can want to keep it.
That's like
Yes.
food. When you want to order some food from somebody, like, you know how everybody is having like their own
Presentation.
food businesses. They got that little paper that they made on Microsoft Word. Got their menu right there. It's like there's so many people that are graphic designers. You can go on Fiverr. Like there's so many
you talking
ways
about
you can make.
like
the lack of details.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
like
then
I
it's like,
do
what the
in mobile
food look like?
marketing. What I offer for free with my packages, and it's funny because I decided to offer this for free because of the conversation you talking about.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started, I would tell people like, "Oh yeah, just you can make. I'll send you the drinks that I'm gonna do, and then you can make a menu." So I would get to so many people events, and it would be like, "Did this bitch copy and paste my text message on a piece of paper?" Like, why would you do that? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you
Yeah,
do that? Like,
yeah.
bitch, now you got me
Passionate
standing up
about
here
it.
looking like I'm incomplete. Like,
But
I'm
that's because
so what I started offering is like, oh, free custom menu. Free custom menu. I will absorb
because you don't
the
want
cost.
that to be a reflection of you.
Yeah, it's like I will absorb the cost and the time management of creating the menu. I'll be responsible for printing the menu, bringing the menu. I will just take on the responsibility because what you gave me is not something that I want to represent me.
Right.
It doesn't match what I got going on. You
Yeah.
know? And some people
Aesthetics.
do them and think that it's cute. And then I'll
Yeah.
be like, hey, just so you know, I'm going to print you out 2 of those are the ones you made, and I'm going to put 2 of them that I'm put at the bar.
Yeah.
And they be like, what are you going to do with the ones that I gave you? And I'm like, they're like keepsakes. I go to Dollar Tree,
It's
get
just
your ass
because
a
people
frame.
they don't understand that
Go to
business side.
get your ass a frame,
You know?
smack
I
that hole
literally-
right in there
everything
and
that
keep
I-
it forever.
Everything that I do, especially with the show, I try to be like, man, we got to. People watch the show.
Yeah.
People going to critique it. People,
Yeah.
It's like a regular TV show. If you
Yeah.
see some shit on on a regular TV show, you're like, that motherfucker.
You know who I take my hat off to? I watch this. It's not a podcast, but I watch this on YouTube every week. Okay, so y'all know who Arlette is on Pop the Balloon?
Yeah.
Okay, I take my hat off to her because from the beginning,
I hope somebody do, because she's so boring to me.
I love her show.
It's so fucking hard for me
because
to watch that
everything
Pop the Balloon.
it's not for me because of I feel like for it to be like a YouTube, it's just a dating Pop the Balloon thing or whatever. It's not like
You know what?
on Channel
I want to
5
take back what
or
I said.
Channel 7.
Exactly. I want to take back what
think
I
about
said
what it
because
is.
Right.
I do want to
'Cause I've
give her
seen
her
some people
points
reinvent it.
for
It's
originality.
It's
I do want to
trash.
give her kudos. Number 1 for originality, and number 2 for execution, and number 3 for consistency.
And even how
Because-
she presents herself, like how she looks on camera every week, her
Yeah.
hair, her makeup, what she wears, like
And
everything.
it matters because
Yeah.
there's a guy, I can't think of who he is, I'm mad that does a Pop the Balloon
Oh
thing.
yeah, it's probably like.
And it,
Trash.
oh my God, it makes my brain hurt even seeing him
All that
because
shit.
Oh, yeah.
he just be
Yeah, well,
walking
it
around,
can.
walking. It be so many good. It like I hate a moment.
Oh yeah.
I love public speaking. Speaking is secretly one of my biggest conquering goals. Like
Okay.
I would love to get into public speaking, but when I hear myself talk too long, as soon as I hear a like, a but.
It's those
You
fillers.
know,
You're trying to
the
find
fillers.
something.
When I'm trying to
Yeah.
find the word, it's like, yeah, I'm not there yet.
I heard
take us
myself
looking
one
at that
time.
shit.
I was listening to myself speak, and I said 14 times, and I wanted to throw up. I was like,
Because
oh no.
What did Carletta, or whatever her name, do so, like, besides her presentation, what did she do that was different from anybody else and what they do?
Well, from the Pop the Balloon show.
Yeah.
So she was the first one that I saw. I hadn't seen anyone's Pop the Balloon, but then I saw a lot of people reinventing it, and it was just some of them were really ghetto, for lack of better words. Some of the quality didn't look good, the production behind it, even just down to their thumbnails,
Right.
on how it looks on YouTube, the reels that they create off of the video, the editing, like. Their editing is really, really good for what the show is.
Right.
All it is a Pop the Balloon. And then how she allows people to speak, stops them when they like getting a little bit like, hold on, because it's a presentation of them, so
Right.
representation of them. So, you know, all of that collectively compared to the individuals that have tried to reinvent it, it's like night and day.
Right.
It's definitely like night and day, and I don't know how she's vetting the people on there because
it's a-
some of
it's
them
a-
is a little entertaining, and some of them be like, "What?" Because I'm watching it angry sometimes. Like, what do you mean you popped the balloon because he had on blue tennis shoes? Something that he probably got whole different wardrobe inside of his closet, different things like that. But
Right.
I think for what it was, again, YouTube,
Oh my God, the
bless you,
allergies.
a YouTube show that she created to be a dating thing for individuals.
Would you ever go on one of those shows?
No.
I found out recently that there is a Pop the Balloon show in LA that is filmed in LA.
I know about it because my
Yeah.
homeboy went on there
I
and it was
We probably got
trash.
the same homeboy. And I actually was mad at him because nigga, you the one that looked like trash. And you not even a trash ass nigga. Like, what the fuck? Like,
A lot of people are creating it because of the money that they're making
because
off
of the money.
now.
And so,
yeah.
They making money
so
off that?
earlier this year, I did a reality
Yes.
show. Earlier this year, I joined a reality show. I did a reality show.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And the thing that was like
Okay.
so funny about stuff like Pop the Balloon and stuff is I can tell that I have a different, like I'm obviously looking at it through a different lens that
Yeah.
other people are looking at it through,
Yeah.
because what my idea was to go in there and be, and I guess it's like a part of personal character development. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go on this show and I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna promote my business the whole time. I'm gonna be like that girl that got kicked off of, I think it was another reality show, and they kicked her off because they said, bitch, you keep promoting your hair brand.
This guy did it on the Pop the Balloon. It was called James Gourmet Pies.
You remember?
Yes, that is why, because he
You
did it
remember?
so much I couldn't
I couldn't let it go.
Like, it lives rent free in my head.
Let me tell you something. That's so crazy because I did that on a reality
Everybody's talking about
show.
it in the comments.
Until this very day, first of all, that
Imagine how
lady did
much
not put her
work we
reality
got for
show
that.
out. She got into
They
it with
better be
me,
good.
and then her major complaint
God.
about me was like, all the fuck you did was come on my show and talk about your fucking business
That's what
every
she
day.
said? Oh, she was upset.
Oh yeah, she was real mad. But like I said, like my response to her was, you had an idea for your show, and I had an idea for my motherfucking self. So, bitch, you provided the camera, the cast, the crew, and I came on that motherfucker and popped hot, wet bar shit. I don't give a fuck if I was talking to you and we was arguing. No, because we could be arguing and the camera could be somewhere else, right? Like, the cameraman would be somewhere else doing something, and he would, like, sneak in on the conversation. Girl, I would feel that camera in my peripheral, and I'd be like, because I don't give a fuck. Whenever you make a margarita, you have to put lime. And it don't have nothing to do,
Oh
bro. I
my
probably was just telling you.
God. Oh, wow.
They would be hot.
That's
And it would catch the
hilarious.
person so off guard. It would catch the person so off
Wait, are
guard.
we gonna see your show that you was on?
No, it's not coming out.
Oh.
I done pissed the lady off so motherfucking bad. Girl, I done pissed the lady off so bad, she ain't even putting the show out no more.
Oh no.
That's why you can't let what other people be doing direct what you got going on. Because,
Right.
girl,
Control.
if
Creative
I was you, I
control.
would have went up in that motherfucking editing room and bleeped my ass.
Huh.
Bitch,
Cut you the fuck
bleep,
out.
Yeah.
bleep.
Just like they do
bleep.
anything else.
Anything
So
else.
I just found out that Keisha from Belly was not in the sex scene.
Oh yeah, you didn't just.
Well, it
find
was
that out.
It was
You
somebody else.
just paid more attention because that's
No,
normal.
I'm just
you know
saying,
what I
like,
mean?
that's how
It was
Actresses-
what you
That's
call
how I
it?
would
Like
cut
a
a
stunt double
motherfucker
almost?
out.
This is stuff
It
though.
was somebody else.
But so look it,
Why?
look it. You
You know
know,
why?
Because she didn't want to do the sex scene.
Oh, okay.
So look it. I'm gonna tell you something that a lot of people don't know. Halle Berry got paid more money than she got paid for any other role in her life when she did Monster Ball, because she allowed them to use herself in the sex scene. Prior to that, all of these intimate scenes you ever seen her in, they were never ever her. They were never ever her. And she in her NDA,
Is that Halle?
They said.
yeah, in her NDA, she can't tell you it's not her. She have to let you come and interview her and talk about the sultry scene, and she just got to go with it. She got to act like she was there. She got to get in fucking character mode. Like, yeah, so when you were making out with
But then it
Denzel
don't matter
Washington-
if we know now.
well, we don't know now, all these years later, or if you're a person who invests his time into theatrical
research.
publications, right? Who's seen this interview? How
yeah.
many people knew that she wasn't in none of these other scenes?
Right.
Like, that was the whole thing about her in Monsters Ball, was like, oh, well, they finally paid me to see me, and it's like, it's crazy because that let me know that we've all built up a
Perception.
sexual image of her that don't even fucking exist. Bitch, you've been in this industry for like 25 years, and all these intimate scenes that we thought was you ain't never been you.
That's crazy.
But she could never come
except
out.
for Monster Ball.
Except for Monsters Ball. But she could never come out and be like, oh, she would just follow it along in the thing. They would be like, oh, how did you feel when he was all up on you and it was hot? Was it hot and heavy in there? And she would just be cordial. She would just be like, oh, we just all kept it professional, and he really did it in one
Right.
take. Like, like, the whole time, girl, she wasn't even on set that day. Like, she wasn't even on set. But it follows the delusional mind of how we're invested in the fact that we don't even believe a character double exists.
Yeah.
So even with the shit with Keisha Bailey, people is like, I don't know how the fuck she wasn't in the scene. I seen that movie 7 times. You think this bitch don't know what she got paid to do? I'm sure if this bitch said I want to be in a sex scene, she didn't even know it had a sex scene.
She didn't know it had a sex scene.
She didn't know it had a sex
until
scene
she
until
saw
the
the
movie
movie.
came out. Because she went and shot, now the part that she not telling people, or I can't say if this is true or not, but several scenes are shot.
Yeah.
Several versions
Yeah.
of a scene
Yeah.
are shot. So what we seen on the ending cut product was a collection of pieces that they was like, okay, we could chain this together in the storyline and it'll work.
I used to do a little extra work. You be there for 13 hours for
Yeah.
a 3-minute video.
For a 3-minute video, and they're like, what you was doing the whole time? And it's like,
Like, you never saw me.
you never seen me. They actually cut the whole.
Didn't even
They
know.
actually, the producer loved me so much. It was like, I want you to say this, and the motherfucker made me say it 30 times and
And didn't even use it.
like and cut it off.
Didn't even use it.
Or a prime example. Did you see when Cameron and Omar Gooding Jr. was beefing?
No.
So I'm talking about it. So of course YouTube gonna tell you about it later. Omar Gooding Jr. and Cameron, the rapper, have decided to have a beef. They're beefing about something, right? Cameron got so much money that this motherfucker decided to hire an entire staff, buy a script, send Omar Gooding the script, pretend like they want to shoot a movie with him, invite him to a studio, make him shoot all these scenes for this movie, paid him like I guess like on the front end it was like $2,500 up front, and made him do all this stuff. And it wasn't nothing degrading. It wasn't nothing crazy. I swear to God, when they played the clips of it, he had him like with a wife beater on doing push-ups, but they kept making him redo the push-up scene. Like, I don't know, do 5 more. Like, it's like a certain look we going for, and then he would be like saying something like, I don't know, say it like 3 more times. It would just be something stupid. Like, the camera has so much money that this shit is comedic gold to him. He is crying, laughing.
Oh my God.
He is dying. And mind you, he's not degrading this man in no kind of way.
Yeah.
He's just using his financial ability to waste this nigga time. He like, so Omar Gooding Jr. is like, I don't give a fuck. You fooled me all the way to Florida and gave me $2,500. And Cameron is like, I shit on $2,500. Nigga,
crazy.
you had to leave your house. You had to leave your kids. You had to take time off of the other shit you was doing.
When did you
for
find this
a
out?
clip that for a movie I'm never fucking putting out. Like, yeah. Huh? Do you watch Cameron and Mace show?
Yeah,
I don't watch their show in
Cameron.
full, but I love the clips.
Cameron fool.
He
We
just so
talked-
also misogynistic that I just can't watch that shit in full. Like,
We talked about what's your favorite thing or your
Yeah.
favorite moment. What is the worst moment you had with your with doing grants for somebody? I mean, you kind of like.
I
hit
think
on
the
it a few
worst moment
times.
is when you can't fund someone and then they pay you.
this is the third thing I've dropped.
You pay them they pay you to grant write, but you don't.
You got the paper towels?
You can't.
They pay you to grant write and you
They
can't.
pay you to grant write, but you don't. They don't get funded because
Damn.
a
So
grant.
you hella nice. You want everybody to win.
Yeah,
Let's go.
But
let's go,
I think
let's go.
in
But I think it
doing
sucks
that kind of
because-
work, you have to want everybody to
yeah,
win
I feel
because
like
that's
it
how
sucks
you win.
'cause you don't want to be looked at as the person that can't grant write or you can't produce or anything
Right,
like
right.
that.
You won't.
But when it comes to grant writing, like it's a 50-50 thing. There's no thing that says you're gonna get every grant that you write or that you're going to get every grant that you write denied. For my nonprofit, I had paid a great grant writer and she was writing grants for 8 months and didn't get not one grant. But I was paying her every month. It wasn't that she was a bad grant writer. It's just so many people are competing for these grants. So I think that's like the worst moment because then it makes the person that has hired you think that you're incompetent and you don't know what you're
Damn.
doing when that's not really what it is, but that's how it comes off. That's how it feels.
And
what it
that's why I
seems like.
never paid a grant. Like I really want to start a nonprofit, but number one, I haven't found anybody that I feel like is. I haven't found any support in that idea.
Yeah.
That I feel like is, and this is gonna sound like probably contradictory to this industry, but I haven't found anybody in the grant writing nonprofit space that is not for profit, for service.
What you mean?
Like you're the first person I've met who is claiming to have helped all these people for free, every single person I run into, because like you said, it's now a trendy thing. It's now
Charging.
And not just charging, but like,
They don't have no success rate.
bro. And then it's like, because I'm not familiar with this industry.
That's where the research got to come in.
Exactly, because I'm not familiar with this industry. It's like I'm down there eligible to let you tell me any motherfucking thing.
Yeah.
You know, like I gotta figure out. So what I figured out is like I have to learn the vetting of it.
Exactly.
You know, like I'm a Virgo, so
we know that everybody a consultant
Was that
about.
a shot?
No.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying like
was
everyone.
waiting.
No, like everyone consults. Like, you know, you got the tax
for
person,
sure.
you got the person that starts businesses, you got the branding person, you got the marketing.
But where
Like
are the results
everyone
at?
is doing something, so it's kind of like you just have to vet it. You have to, you know, show them to give you show you a sample,
Right.
show you a
The
grant that they've
results.
written before.
no, motherfucker
you know,
told
things
me.
like that.
Motherfucker told me. I said, "Do you have anything that I can reference to your accolades?" I wanted to, use this lady. One thing about me, bitch, I'm gonna ask.
Yeah.
Do you have anything I can reference? Right? You know what this lady told me? I can give you access to any of my approved 501(c)(3)s for my minimum package. I'll include it for free.
Include what?
Exactly, bitch. You gonna include your receipts
list?
for free? A list of people who you helped for free? Like I don't get what you telling me.
I would never give anybody that because
No,
that's not
it's like she tried to
confidential?
sell it. You know?
Well, yeah, well,
it's like what I felt like was
you
like
have other people's info, EIN numbers on their address. It's like what?
yeah. So it's like my
depending
thing,
on
and
what
that's
she's
what
gonna
made
give,
me
I
feel
don't
like
know
I'm
what
not
to
gonna be able to trust you because it's like if you would sell me the proof of your process, then I think your entire process is a motherfucking PDF you made on Canva. I can't believe nothing you telling me, bitch. You sound like a pyramid scheme. Because who the fuck tells somebody like, oh, I charge for my proof? And it's like, okay, now I just think you out here selling a $5 ebook. And just
She loves to talk about that ebook. That's hilarious.
girl, because they love to talk about that ebook. That's all you hear. Like that's all you hear.
Download my ebook.
Just it's all in the ebook. It's all in the ebook.
Ebooks are great.
I was woke.
if it's gonna give results.
Right.
I was up
Yeah.
late night on TikTok like 2:30 in the morning.
I can't do that.
I was up, and so when I have a fun little thing I like to do, I like to troll the live ebook sellers. I like
Troll
to troll
them?
them, yeah.
So you look-
I like to get in their live and stay for the whole live and engage, asking questions, But I would continuously talk about how I just don't have the $30.
And then you get the ebook for free.
Period. Every motherfucking
What
time.
the fuck?
I have so many. I don't even read them. I don't need
You
to
a
read
serial
them.
ebook collector?
Yeah, why not? You know why? Because bitch, you're a serial
ebook collector.
I'm an ebook. I have so many of them. It's so funny because I actually give them
That's
away for
fucking
free.
ridiculous.
Let's say me and you was talking, and somewhere in our conversation you was like, "Cause I really want to do this." I would literally tell you like, "Oh, I got an ebook on that," and they're like, "You have an ebook?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got one from somebody here. I'm gonna send it to you. Boom, PDF yours." I don't give a fuck about you bitches that put that you can't copy thing, bitch. I'll screen record your shit. I don't give a fuck.
my God.
I'll screen record your shit and send it to the homegirl right now.
Oh my
But
God.
the reason being is because people want. First of all, these ebooks never have all the information.
Well, of course, it's not meant
They
to.
never have all the
It's
information.
it's supposed to make you want to do the next step.
Yeah,
The next level of-
or
what I
make
realized.
them buy into what that may be.
What I
Yeah,
realize is that they're really selling the one-on-one consultation.
Right.
That's what all of them are selling. They're trying to sell you into investing into them
a
as a
pyramid
person.
scheme.
Yeah.
It's a pyramid scheme.
It's not a pyramid scheme.
She just always says,
I know.
I call everything a pyramid scheme.
I know.
Because I be seeing the pyramid in it. I be
I see
seeing
the
the
pyramid.
funnel. It's really not a pyramid. It's really a funnel. I be seeing the funnel.
There's a lot of funnels.
It's a lot of funnels. It's like I can see how you're about to try to act like you're so invested in what I want to do. But I also see that you keep redirecting me to like buy something or do an extra thing when it's like, bitch, in one phone conversation, you could just tell me all the shit.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, yeah, but I can't risk
you
it
don't like
like
to
that.
follow directions. That's what you don't like
Me?
to do. You hate
she's talking about
directions.
some, I'm a screen
I'm a
share.
screen share that
Dang,
shit.
I ain't gonna say
No,
that.
first of all,
There you go,
Hell
screen
no.
share mine.
First of all, I'm not a person that have very many people that I believe enough what they saying to even give them the information.
Yeah.
But if I feel like you really stuck and this is something that somebody else that made an ebook about, it's like, girl,
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you this ebook. I skimmed through it. It give you it give you the information I would have gave you on this phone call, but I just don't got time for this phone call.
Right.
Read through it. Tell me if it helped you. If it didn't help you, tell me where you got stuck at. My thing is I do a lot of my own research.
Yeah.
So a lot of time I get these books and they're just full of shit I already knew. So it's not like the books don't work. It's great for a person who just doesn't have this information.
So you
Problem
been
is 9 times out of 10, I already have this information. No, I downloaded somebody's ebook and they told me to go to my county recorder and to do a DBA. Bitch, I knew that already. Fuck you mean? Fuck are you talking about? What are you telling me right now? That shit had me so mad.
So for people who want to get into what you're doing,
Yeah.
or get in contact with you to get a consultation about getting into nonprofit and making sure that they can get an audit, so
Yeah.
they make sure they got the right thing going on. Tell them where to find you at.
Yes, you can find me at _ The Power Legacy. That's on Instagram, Facebook, The Power Legacy. The website is thepowerlegacy.com, or you can email me info@thepowerlegacy.com. And again, I assist with starting nonprofits, grant writing, strategic planning, nonprofit audits, formations for LLCs as well, because that's what I used to do. Well, I still do it, but I'm more so nonprofit now. So yeah, just follow me on Instagram _ The Power Legacy, and I can assist with whatever it is when it comes to the nonprofits.
Dope. And
Does it matter what state you in?
Nope, all 50 states.
So you flying?
Does it matter what country you in?
Yes, it doesn't matter. There's
said,
a whole
"There you
bunch
go."
of different things when it comes
Well, you
to
know, I'm making
countries.
international friends
Yeah,
right now.
I mean, she is.
I'm making international, so all my friends got to know.
But it doesn't mean that I can't figure it out, depending on what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But for
Well-
sure, any state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
For
I
people
like
who
that.
want to follow up on Open Bar Podcast, of course, y'all can go to openbarpodcast.com. You're going to be on a show, Bar Talk at openbarpodcast.com. And you already know how to reach Champagne. She going to tell you.
Hey guys, if you know, there's something I never promote on the show, but if you want to book your own private bartender, if you have a show and you would like to have a private bartender on your show, create you a little setup like this, or just have me on as a guest to service you and your audience, hit me up. Hit me up at Instagram, wetbar.events. I'm now getting into offering consultations for people that want to start their own mobile bartending business. I'm not perfect at what I do, but I have been able to live off of this. So
Cool.
if you like what I do and you like what you do, then come and see me so you can be like, bigger.
That part.
Period.
Take a shot.
Yeah, closing shots.
Holy shit.
To success, longevity, respect, healthiness, and consistency.
Ooh, consistency is the one.
Conversation never on the blocks.
Meet me by the bar.
Bars open.
Bars